What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the match reaction to the Barcelona versus OD Las Palmas game, guys. We went away to Las Palmas today, guys, with 3 points needed in the bag, especially after what we saw with Atleti beating Valencia. We needed to respond with a victory. And yeah, we got the victory, guys. It was hard work. It was more hard work than we needed to make it, but we got the win. At the end of the day, it was not a pretty win, but it was a win regardless. It ended 2-0, courtesy, of course, by Lewandowski. I'm sorry, Ferran, Dani Olmo and Ferran Torres. Sorry, I mentioned Lewandowski. I will be getting into him. But before we get started, guys, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, guys, and let's get into it, guys. Starting lineup from the start, guys. I'm gonna be very honest. When I saw the lineup, I didn't have a problem with the lineup. It was very similar to what I mentioned on my preview yesterday. I expected Casado to start. He started. I expected this front three to be the same, and it was the same. Fermin Lopez, I thought that maybe he might have started from the bench, but he started today. So he came on today. We saw Eric Garcia and Kobashi trusted today. So no Inigo Martinez in the team. That was a surprise, but it worked out in the end. We kept a clean sheet. Most of the regulars were in the team. And if I'm going to be real, guys, that first half was putrid. I was losing my head. I was getting angry. I was getting frustrated with the lack of performance that we were showing in the game today. We needed to do better. We needed to do better. The squad wasn't good enough. The performance from the players like Lewandowski were not good enough. The performance today from guys like Rafinha was not good enough. The performance today from guys like Yamal, not good enough. Everyone was poor today in that first half. And listen, Las Palmas tried to do things, but you could see why they were in the relegation zone. They're not really doing that well. They're not performing well. They didn't even create any chances of note that I can really call out. Yeah, they had a few times when they were trying to cause us troubles, but I never really felt like at some point that we were ever in actual like trouble in the game, which and is an indictment to them and how bad they've been. So in the end, first half was poor, disgusting. I was fuming at halftime, but credit to Hansi Flick, he made the right decisions. He instantly changed it in the second half, made the change, brought in Dani Olmo to off Fermin Lopez, right? I would have rather he brought off Lewandowski and maybe play Olmo in the false nine, but he didn't. He decided he was going to play Dani Olmo in his natural position in the 10. And listen, came on, got the goal, assisted by Yamal, which is basically the only thing he did in this game today. Came on and within 15 minutes got us the opening goal. And the way the game was so tense today, we needed that goal. And it kind of relieved the tension, but after that, we did not move on. We did not open the game like I expected us to open the game. And I expected better from the team. I expected a better performance from the players today, from players like Lewandowski, like I just mentioned. I know I'm mentioning him a lot, but today he was probably the worst attacker on the pitch today. He needs to be benched in the next game. He needs to be benched. But in the end, like I said, Las Palmas were poor. And if I'm going to be very honest, they had a moment in the game where they screamed for a penalty, but when VAR checked it, we actually turns out the player was offside. So I think if it wasn't for that, then they would have definitely had a penalty. It looked dubious at first, but in the end, the penalty isn't given. So good for us. And I was very disappointed with our lack of urgency, because we were giving these guys opportunities to get back into the game, which is not good enough. It was disgusting. But in the end, despite everything, Ferran Torres came off from the bench for that Lamine Yamal. I thought he was going to come in for Lewandowski, but instead, Yamal was taken off. And Ferran Torres came on today and listen, continued his good form in 2025, right? Continues good form, came on from the bench, scored a goal. And you know what? I think he's proven that in next game, he needs to start. Lewandowski has shown us with his performance that he stunk out, absolutely stunk out that game. So we need to make sure the Hansi Flick, because Hansi Flick has been changing it when he needs to change it when players are not performing. So I hope that Lewandowski can get the kick up the butt that he needs, right, and gets benched, right. Danny Olmo, happy to see him back, man. I know he's had his injury problems and all that, but to see him score today was very, very nice. Um, if there's one low light I would bring from the manager's point of view is that timing of the substitutes. Yes, Danny Olmo was brought on very early in the second half, but I think we made our second change in like the 79th minute. I mean, we made two changes, which was Frankie De Jong and Ferran Torres, but 79-minute, not good enough, right? Especially when you're seeing the way the attack was running, right? We were creating chances and the attack was completely dead. We had to change it early. You saw the way Ferran Torres came on and instantly scored. That's why for me, I feel like we should have started. He should have been brought on very early in the second half. But listen, we got the win. And as much as I'm very, very disappointed with the performance, I'm happy that we won because that's what matters right now, if we're going to be real. Where you're seeing the title races heating up, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atleti. Atleti absolutely battered Valencia, who were looking completely hopeless, right? And they were top of the table when we played against Las Palmas. So we needed urgency and we got the win. So we go back to the top of the table. So whatever happens tomorrow against between Madrid and Girona doesn't really matter to us. It doesn't matter to us. We will still be top of the table at the end of the weekend. So I'm happy. I'm happy now. But you wouldn't know from the way I was getting angry, the way I was fuming during the stream. It wasn't good enough. Like watching Barcelona full like 90 minutes. It's stressful, man. It really is. It can really get stressful. And I was very, very pissed off with some of the performances today. But if I'm going to quickly give a match ratings to the squad, I'm going to go in goal Chesney. I'll probably just give him a 6. He wasn't really needed today in the game. And what I mean by that is he didn't really need to make any great saves. In fact, the only opportunity he had to save was ironically in the beginning of the game, which I don't know how you somehow parry the ball when the ball is literally in your hands. It was ridiculous. I'm gonna give him a 6. Center backs, Kobashi and Eric Garcia. I'm gonna say Eric Garcia. You know what? I'll give Eric Garcia a 7. A 7. Because I think he actually played very well today. Right? He did anything wrong. I didn't think he did anything great. But I think it was just a solid performance. You know what? I'll probably give him an 8. Like I'm not gonna be harsh. I'll probably give him an 8. I think that I wouldn't say he did anything wrong today. I don't really fault him for anything he did today. So yeah, absolutely. For me, I'll give him a solid 8. Kubashi, his partner, really didn't do much today. I can't really say can't really think of any highlights, but he kept a clean sheet. So 7 for him too. Jules Koundé wasn't really doing much going forward. Defensively, I guess he was a rock. Give him a 7 too. Alejandro Balde was trying to go forward and maybe create some chances. Probably give him a 7.5 for him. Midfield, Casado didn't really have a good first half. Didn't really do much in the game. Played for 90 minutes. Probably just give him a 6 to be honest. Pedri, yeah, he was really quiet today, to be perfectly honest. He was very quiet. So I'll probably give him a 7 because he was trying to do stuff at least. Fermin just came back from suspension. Didn't really do much. Probably just give him a 6. Yamal got the assist, but before that, he was poor the whole game. But because he got an assist, I'll give him a 7 because he got the assist. Rafinha, I think he actually did more defense. I think he did more defensively than he did offensively, which says a lot. But probably give him a 7 as well. And frontline Lewandowski, 5. 5. Worst player on the pitch today. Worst player on the pitch. Right. They've got substitutions. Danny Olmo, 10. 10. Changed the game. Came on, scored the goal, completely transformed our attack. 10. All right. Frankie De Jong came on 79 minutes. Really need to do much in the game. So start at 5. Um, Ferran Torres got the goal. I'll give him a 9 because he came on and did more than Lewandowski. So and did more than any other attacker. So 9 for him. And then Gerard Martin didn't even get a chance. Did he even get a chance to even touch the ball today? I think he came on after we scored the second. So yeah, 5 because he really didn't do anything. So yeah, man. As far as the manager is concerned, I'll give the manager. I'll give the manager 8. And the reason I'm gonna give him 8 is because I he kind of brought the lineup that I expected, and the lineup wasn't bad at all. So I was okay with the lineup. The only reason I'm giving him an 8, and maybe I could have given him less, is that I feel like he should have. And also, I know what? No. I'll give him an 8 because I think that he reacted very quickly to what he saw in the first half and brought in Danny Olmo, and that changed the game. But the reason I'm not giving him a full, maybe a 9 or a 10, is because I feel like he took too long to make the other substitutions. So yeah, that's what I think. But listen, guys, make sure you guys tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think of like the result. Tell me what you guys think of the performances. Tell me what you guys think of the squad. Tell me what you guys think of the players. Who did you think was the highlight? Who do you think was the low light? What do you think should change in the next game? And all of that. But big up to every single one of you guys watching. Big up to every single one of you guys who are always out here sending love, spreading love on the channel, guys. Big up to every single one of you. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to always get shows here on the channel, guys. I try to upload at least every week, or maybe 4 times every week or 5 times every week if I can, guys. But yeah, man. Barcelona win today, so I'm very, very happy, guys. My weekend is absolutely done now, guys. I'm very, very happy to finally get this off my chest. But big ups to every single one of you guys watching. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and like I always say, whenever we end these streams, Fiscal Barca, Fiscal Catalonia, and peace, you guys. Take care.